Welcome to the Landing Space. I'm Kelly Schmidt, and this is a place where nothing is off limits. Real conversations, real stories, real people. Take a breath with me. Let's land. I want to tell you something about how the Landing Space works. Every time I bring a guest on, you're going to get 2 episodes. The first one is the conversation, raw, unfiltered, nothing off limits. The second one is this, me coming back to you, just us, to talk about what that conversation stirred up, what it meant, what it left in me, and what I think it might be saying to you. So if you listen to my episode 3 with Eric Bigger, this is part 2 of that landing. Before I go any further, I want to say something directly to you. Every episode of this show is going to be different. Some conversations are going to stop you in your tracks. Some are going to make you cry in your car. Some are going to feel like they were made just for you. And some might not land right away. Maybe the guest is someone you don't know. Maybe the topic feels far from where you are right now. Maybe you start an episode and think, this one isn't for me. Please don't give up on this show because of that. The episode that changes your life might be episode 7, or episode 15, or the one you almost skipped. I built this for the full journey, not just one moment. So stay with me. Eric's story on the surface is about Hollywood and fame. But underneath all of that, it was really about something every single one of us knows. The gap between who the world sees and who you actually are. He built an entire life trying to earn love he never got to receive as a child. He performed his way to the top. And then one day, got tired of performing. And he said something to me that has not left me since. Whatever is in you that you don't allow to come through you will destroy you. Think about that for a second. What are you not allowing to come through? And if I'm being honest with you, because that's what this space is for, Eric's story hit me in a place I did not expect. Because I have my own version of that story. I lost my mom, and that grief is real. And is still with me. In a different form these days. But it's still with me. But I also lost something else. I lost a version of myself. Someone who spent years becoming who the people around her needed her to be. Shrinking, shape-shifting, showing up as whoever the room needed. Because that felt safer than showing up as me. And when I started letting go of that, when I started choosing myself, I lost relationships. And that was one of the hardest things I have ever walked through. But I'm starting to understand something now. Those losses were not punishments. They were permissions. Permission to finally become who I actually am. And I think that's exactly why Eric's story landed the way it did for me. Because we were doing the same thing on completely different stages. And if you have ever lost yourself trying to hold everyone else together, this episode was for you. I want to be honest about something. What I'm doing with this show is uncomfortable. I'm taking a huge leap, and I'm being vulnerable out loud. And I'm doing it for one reason. To help the collective. To help us all manifest and live the life we know is ours. Because here's what I've been thinking about. When you look at people in the world who rise. The ones who build something real, who step into their greatness. Do you know what the difference is between them and everyone else? They said, forget it. Be bold. Be daring. They listened to that intuitive nudge, the one the rest of us suppress. And this is where the difference comes in. And a lot of us look at those people and think, they're better than me. They have something I don't. That is simply not true. None of that is true. It is a story we were told, a story that has been ingrained in us for years, a story that generations before us believed. But we are in a new rise of consciousness, a rise of people doing amazing and great things in this world. And it starts with stopping that narrative, dropping the old identity, and embodying a new one. One that says, I am moving forward every single day in my purpose, whatever that purpose is. So whatever shows up for you, those nudges, those pulls, those moments where something says go, move forward with them. Never look back. Don't doubt yourself. Don't doubt what is happening around you. Lead with your heart and go kick some ass. So here's what I want to leave you with today. If you haven't listened to episode 3 with Eric Bigger yet, go listen. Not because it will be perfect for where you are, but because you might hear one sentence that plants a seed. And if you've already listened, ask yourself one question. What is sitting in the basement of your soul, waiting for you to open the door? You don't have to answer it today. Just ask it. This is why the landing space exists. Real people, real stories, and the moments that change who we become. My next episode is coming soon, and I'll be bringing another guest into this space. Stay close. Subscribe wherever you listen. And if this meant something to you, share it. Not for me, for the person in your life who needs it right now. And one more thing. If you have a story that is sitting on your heart, something you've been through that you think could help someone else, I want to hear from you. Reach out to me. Facebook, Instagram. Tell me your story. Because this show is not just mine. It belongs to every person who has ever had a moment that changed who they became. And your moment deserves to land too. Nothing is off limits here. Let's land.